If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, I welcome you all to this binomial theorem advanced level. Here we are solving IIT JEE questions. So today I will be solving from question number 1 to question number 4. 4 questions I will be solving. Okay then, let's try to solve these questions. Okay student, in question number 1, what they have asked, if in the expansion of this one, 1 plus x to the power m and 1 minus x to the power n, the coefficients of x and x square. Coefficient of x means power is 1 and x square are 3 and minus 6 they have given, and find the value of m they are asking. That means the two coefficients, one for x to the power 1, one for x to the power square, they have given. So let us find this coefficient in this expansion, then this one can be solved. Now this one x can be solved by using this expansion. If you expand it to 1 plus x, because it is a small one, so you can expand it easily. So I am writing up to 3 terms only, 1 plus mx up to square only, and here also nx and up to square only, because I need only x to the power 1 and x square only. That's where we need. So that's why we have gone up to x square only. So now if you can see, when the coefficient of x will come, if we take product of 1 into nx, and if we take product of mx into 1, then only x will come, otherwise x will not come, because if we proceed, then the power will x will keep on increasing. First 1 into 1 multiply x to the power 0, then 1 into nx you will get x, and then if you multiply with 1 other things, that will be more than x. Here also mx, if it is with 1, then you will get only x, and beyond that you will get more power of x. So if you want to find coefficient of x, then these are the coefficients that you will find: 1 into m, then minus 1 into n. So this is one equation given to you, and the second one is x square coefficient. So find x square coefficient. 1 when is multiplied with x square, then we will get 1 x square. So it is n square minus n by 2, or n into n minus 1 by 2. This one, you can see this and this, 1 and this. And when this mx and nx get multiplied, then you will get x square. So it is mn. And when this x square get multiplied with 1, this is when, then we will also we will get 1 x square. Beyond that you will get more powers of x. So this is also given minus 6. Then if you put n equal to m minus 3, here you will get n into n minus 1, so m minus 3, it is n into n minus 1, n into, so m minus 3 minus 1, m minus 4. So finally if you solve it, you will find m equal to 12. This is your answer. Now these questions you can solve it without expanding this one also. You have already seen in JEE main questions, we have solved one questions using double summation method. So you can use this double summation. So if you write it in summation format, what was the format? M equal to 0 to r equal to 0 to highest value is here m, and mcr, and it is x to the power r multiplied by this one. If we write again summation, it will be, let me take it t equal to 0 to n nct, and then x to the power, it will be again t, but here minus 1 to the power t is also there, because there is a minus term. Okay. Now if we write it in double summation, there are two summation. One is from r equal to 0 to m, one is from r t equal to 0 to n, and it is mcr multiplied by nct. There is also a minus 1 to the power t, and x to the power r plus t. Now these r plus t, for you need one time you need x to the power 1, so your r plus t should be equal to 1 if I am considering the coefficient of x only. So r plus t should be equal to 1. So what are the possibilities? You have both two possibilities. If you write for r and t, like you have done in class 10 for straight line, if r equal to 0, then t equal to 1, if r equal to 1, then t equal to 0. So what will be the coefficients then? These will be the coefficients, one with this one with that one with 0 1, r0 t1. So r0 t1, one coefficient will be mc0 into nc1, and then minus 1 to the power 1, so it will be a minus, plus another, this is one possibility, and another possibility is this is r equal to 1, this is mc1, and then nc0, and then minus 1 to the power 0. So if you do it, it is simply minus n plus n, which is nothing but m minus n. So you can find this one, m minus 1, this is given 3. So using this also you can do it. Then you don't need to think this which one will be product of this one. You no need to expand it this one. Using this double sum also you can do it. I will give a reference of this question that we have done in JEE Main. I have explained there in details what is the meaning of this double sum. Now what is the second case? Second case, what is the coefficient of x square? So for x square, what you will do, r plus t should be equal to 2. Then now what are the options you have? If r is equal to 0, then t is equal to 2. If r is equal to 1, t is equal to 1. If r is equal to 2, t is equal to 0. These are the three options. So again you can put it there and you will find this expansion. So if I put it there, what are the coefficients mine? First, if I put 0, 2, then it is mc0 multiplied by nc2, and it will be minus 1 square. So I am not writing it, so it is plus, it is coming minus 1 square. Then plus second case 1, 1. 1, 1 is mc1 multiplied by nc1 and then multiplied by minus 1, because for 1 it will be coming. And the second one minus will come for 1. And second one it will be mc2 nc0 and then minus 1 to the power 0, this one. So ultimately you will get all these things. You can see this is minus, all the rest terms are mc2 is m into m minus 1 by 2, nc2 is n into n minus 2. So this is given minus 6. So ultimately you will get these two equations. Finally you have to solve these two equations using this substitution method or whatever. So either you expand, for small thing you can try with expanding, but if it becomes very large, then it's better you go by this way. Then no need to, then the pressure on head will be very less. You will not take so much pressure, because simply you write it and find out the point what are the possibilities. Okay. Now in the second question, if you see, what is the second question they have asked? For r is between 2 to n, this means nothing but NCR. NCR means they write it in this format. In some question they give that this meaning is this. Even if they don't give, you should remember this NCR is written in this format. So you remember this is NCR. So this is given of this format. So now which one is your options, out of option? Now whenever you see these options and you see power of n, the n is in the upside, the upper one is the God for us. God stays always in upstairs. We thought that's why it will be higher than r. So if you see this God, if it is more than your n, what is given, that means they have somehow used this formula, because this is the only formula to increase the power of God. If you want to increase the value of God, then this is the only formula you will have in the binomial properties that we have seen. NC0 plus NCR, then it is n plus 1, CR plus 1. So somehow they have used. So it is NCR, and you also have a NCR minus 1. Conjugative, these two should be R and R minus 1. It can be R minus 1 also, no issue. This should be conjugative one. For R minus 1 it will be R, because out of which one is greatest will come here. So if I write it, then NCR minus 1, NCR minus 1, 2, and you separate it, then these two what it will become, because NCR, NC, these are two conjugative. So n power will get, power of God will be added, God's power will increase now, n plus 1, and out of these two you will take the highest. Here also, out of these two which one is highest? R minus 1. R minus 1 and R minus 2, R minus 1, and the power of God will be increased, because these two are successive. Then if we add these two, same, power of God will be increased, and out of this which one is greatest? 2. So it becomes easy for you. So then you have to look it where the power of God is increased. This is the main idea. You see the options. If you feel that there is you have to increase the power of the God, then you have to use this formula. For any positive integers, m and n, with n is greater than m, let NC, they have defined here that NCM is equal to NC, they have defined here. What we told you earlier, NCM is equal to, they are writing in this way. If they may write it, they may given it or give it in the question or not, but now for now you know it. So you have to deduce this formula, you have to derive this is equal to this, and hence you have to prove using this, hence or otherwise you can use this or you can use any other, you have to derive this one also. Okay, now if you see here again the God power is increased, here n minus 1, n minus 2, and God power is n plus 1. So somehow we have to use that formula by which the power of God can be increased. Now if you see this one, if I start from last side, that is, it is MCM, this one is nothing but MCM. So the prior to that one will be m plus 1, because n is reducing and it is reduced up to m. So if I come from this side, m power will get increased. N suppose it is reducing from 10 to up to 6, 10, then 9, then 8, then 7, then 6. So this is your n and this is your n. You are getting it? So it is reducing from n and it is reducing up to m. Okay. Okay, so if I come from this side, the m power will be increased, m equal to 6, here m equal to 7. Okay, so what is the benefit if I come from this side? Then I can increase this one. So you see, this one is MCM, so the prior to that one in the last was m plus 1 cm, because everywhere denominator is m, the denominator not exactly denominator, the lower one in the NC, this is all m, all are m, no issue. The upper one will be m, then m plus 1, then m plus 2, so it will keep on increasing and it will reach n. So you can write it reverse way also. So what is the prior to this one? This one will be n minus 1 cm. You can think it in this way also. If you come this side, it will decrease. If you come this side, it will increase. Just to reverse the order. So what happened if I reverse the order? Because here MCM, we can also write it in this format. Because 10C10 is always 1, 11C11 is also 1. Out of 11 you have to select 11. What are the options? Only one way. Out of 10 you have to 10 select. What are the options? So one way. So both are 1, so you can make them equal. So out of, in place of MCM, you can write m plus 1 cm plus 1. So what is the benefit? Because I have written it in this format, now you see the God, both are equal, and here two variables are there. So the God power will be increased to m plus 2, and lower portion will be the higher one, m plus 1. So what is the benefit? Now you go to the next one, because your God is increased, now it is matching with the next God. So again God power will be increased, and the lower one is this one. So what will be the final one if you add this one? Now if you see, if you add first two terms, this is your second one. So what is the output? M plus 2. That is up to m plus 1 if you are adding, this is up to this much. If I am adding up to n plus 1, then it is m plus 2. So if I add up to m plus 2, it is m plus 3. So if I add up to n minus 1, it will be n. So this term will be, if you add up to, when you reach this one, it will come n c m plus 1. Lower is always m plus 1, because m is always increasing, it is always m plus 1. M originally, but now it has become m plus 1, because the higher one is always m plus 1. So now if you add these two, again God's power will be increased n and n plus 1, and out of these two will take the higher one. So whenever you say that God's power is increased, so somehow you have to look for that application of that formula, how to increase that God power. There are also different way, but don't need to go that way. If it is required at all, I will show you later, but I don't think that is required. Now using this, you have to deduce this formula. What is this second case? This one you can see it is 2, it is 3, the same one, but it is the power is increased 2, 3, and then ultimately this one. So this is multiplied by 2 times, this is multiplied by 3. So what I have done till now, this much we have proved, the first one. If the series starts from n, then ultimately it is get n plus 1. Now the same series, if I start from n plus 1, suppose starting I have not given anything, this is not plus, same thing I have written the same series, because this is always identity, for any value of n it should be true. Then same series I am starting with n minus 1. So if I start with n, it is n plus 1. If I start with n minus 1, it will be n 1 increased. Second one, again this is not plus, again I am starting next one with n minus 2. So if n minus 2, it will be n. If I start with m, this is m plus 1. These two are same, you know, m cm, where m plus 1 cm plus 1, from where we started the derivation. Now what happened, due to which if I add this, it will be 1, it will be 2 times, it will be 3 times, and it will be, you can see how many times, because it is 2, so you are adding 3, it is 1, so you are adding 2 sum, n minus 1, you are adding how many times? 2 times, n minus 2, you are adding how many times? 3 times. And what is here? This m we can write it as, this m we can write it n minus m. Out of m we are deducting this. So because we are deducting this, so if you add this, it will be n minus m plus 1. That's why they have given there n minus m plus 1. How many times you will be adding? Because what I am doing next, adding all this. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is n minus m plus 1 times into MCM. The last one I am writing, and this is 2 times, this is rest I am not writing, this is the same, this one, this side will come. So what this side will come, now you will again see this one. This series again, this is again same type of series. Lower portion is always m plus 1 and upper is n plus 1, and it is reducing up to coming up to m plus 1. So what we have done, if we start from m plus 1, then it increased to m plus 2. 1 is increased. If you start with n, it is n plus 1. So if I am starting with n plus 1, then it is reducing. Then final answer is n plus 2, and lower is If it is m, it is m plus 1. So everywhere it is m plus 1, so our answer will be m plus 2. Now find the largest coefficient. We have already seen this largest coefficient, how to find in the expansion of this, given that the sum of the coefficients of this term of expansion is 4096. So sum of the COPs means what are the coefficients it has? It has only binomial COPs. There are difference between binomial COPs and normal COPs. If I say 1 plus x to the power n, if I expand it, then it is C0x, C1 x square. C1 means n is there, I am not writing, it is hidden, you can understand. So what are the coefficients of x? C0, C1, C2. So these are the coefficients, and these are also known as binomial COPs. So what is the difference with other COPs? Now suppose it is 1 plus 2x to the power n. Now how it will be? It will be 1 plus C0 2x, C1 2x whole square. So now what are the coefficients of x? Not C0, 2C0. What are the coefficient of x square? 4C1. So here the coefficients was C0, C1, but here the coefficient is 2C0, 4C1. So these are not binomial COPs. These are coefficients but not binomial. Binomial COPs is only C0, C1. So here sum of the coefficients means sum of the binomial coefficients, because here not x, it is simply x, no 2x, 3x. So normal coefficient is your binomial coefficient. So if they say the sum of the coefficients, that means in this expansion the coefficient is nothing but binomial coefficient. That means they have given C0 plus C1 plus C2 up to dot 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 C0 plus C1 plus dot 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 Cn is equal to 4096. Now we have seen this beautiful property. If we add all this, then it is 2 to the power n. By putting x equal to 1, if you put x equal to 1, then you get all the sums. This is C0, this was C1, this is C2, in this direction. Okay, but the idea remains same. This is C0, then there is 2C1, then it is 4C2. But the idea remains same. What is binomial COPs, what is normal COPs? Okay, now as you know, if you solve it now, 2 to the power n, you can try. 2 to the power 5 is 32, 6 is, you take product, try in exam, you will get that if you multiply 2 12 times, you just try to simply you write 2 to the power 5 is 32. So 6 will be 64, 7 will be 128, 8 will be 256, 9 will be 512, 10 will be 1024, 11 will be 2048, and 12 will be 4096. So just you have to write simple a table, then you will find it. Now because n equal to 12 and it is a simple series, now you can see which one will be the maximum, because for C binomial COPs you have seen C0, C1 up to it will come suppose C12. The first and last becomes same, this becomes same. So the which becomes the highest one? The middle one is the always highest one if it is a binomial COP, simple binomial COPs. So out of 12 means how many elements are there? 13, because you start from 0. So what is in case of 13, which one is the middle one? So 13 plus 1 by 2. That is 7th term. So which one is the 7th term? 7th term is C6, because you are starting from 0. So obviously 12C6 is the largest coefficient, because it was by normal COPs, then you can do it. But in case of largest coefficient, I told you that I will show you with for getting numerically largest coefficient, I always told prefer this one, because this becomes very general, you can apply it anywhere. Here also you can apply, then no need to think all this. Once you need n equal to 12, once you got n equal to 12, then no need to think whether which one will be the maximum or not. Here it is simple because it is normal binomial COP, the middle one is simple, but it becomes complicated if it is 2x, 3x, something like that. So you prefer this one. So if I prefer this one, what is the TR plus 1? TR plus 1 will be here NCR, then x to the power r will be greater than NC, because r is the term, so it will be r minus 1, and x to the power r minus 1. So xx will get, x we don't require because we need to find just the coefficients, which one is the largest coefficient, so you forget about x. So NCR is greater than NCR minus 1. Why I am forgetting x? Because they are saying largest, not largest term, largest coefficient. So you make the coefficients of these two TR plus 1 coefficient and it will be greater than TR coefficient, that's it. If they say term, then you write the whole term. Then now it will be n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial is greater than n factorial by r minus 1 factorial into n minus r plus 1 factorial. Now n factorial get cancelled, because n factorial cannot be 0. So if it is not 0, we can get cancelled, and it is also a positive. N factorial cannot reach negative, because negative below don't have factorial. So I told you, if I cancel inequality both sides, it should not be equal to 0. If I am cancelling in equal to equal or unequal both, it should not be 0. And in case of inequality, it should not be negative also. So here it is not negative also, it is not 0 also, I can cancel. Now out of these two, r factorial and r minus 1 factorial, suppose there is a 5 factorial x is equal to 4 factorial. Now you want to cancel it. What it will be? Answer will be 5x equal to 1. Because 5 factorial will give you 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and 4 factorial will also give you 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So you can cancel all these. So one is smaller, one is larger. Which one remains? Only 5 remains. So here also, if you start an r and r minus 1 factorial, which one is bigger? R factorial is bigger. So r will remain, because if we expand r, starting will be r, then will be r minus 1, then r minus 2, r minus 3. So from r minus 1, r minus 2, r minus 3, it will also have. So both sides would get cancelled. So you can write that I have cancelled this with factorial. So it is 1 by r. Now out of these two, which one is bigger? Obviously this one is bigger. So if we expand, next one will be 1 less than this. So next one will be n minus r. So from n minus r, all factorial terms will be cancelled. So it is, and n is here my 12. I got n already 12. This is, so it will be 13 minus r. So now if you take reciprocal of this one, then also it reverse. So this is one more property of inequalities. When inequality, if you multiply it minus, then it's reverse, greater than become less than. And one more you remember, if you take reciprocal, then also it reverse. So you can see 3 is greater than 2. If you reciprocal, then 1 by 3 will be less than half, because 1 by 3 is 0.33, half is 0.5. So you see, because I am taking reciprocal, that's why it reverse. So 2r is less than 6.5. So r is less than 6.5. So r is less than 6.5. Just though in that case you take just the value which is less than 6.5, because r should be integer. So what is the next largest integer that you can have which is less than 6.5? That is 6. So that means r is equal to 6 is the answer. So that's why my greatest coefficient will be 12CR, that is 12C6. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.